What's going on? Delta Neon here, and today I'm doing another Dokkan battle. Well, not another Dokkan battle. My first Dokkan battle video, and it's gonna be a tier list. And I already know what's gonna happen in this video. People are not gonna be happy with my opinions, but it doesn't matter. They're my opinions. Also, yes, I'm a little bit sick. And let's start off with the worst unit on this list. We have. Take a guess. It's full power SSA for Goku. Now this guy is coming up on a year old, and he's honestly not bad. I think he shares 6 out of 7 links with Broly, which I have as one of the better characters in the game. But he definitely takes a lot of damage at times. His leader skill's not the best, and yeah, time has not treated him the best. Especially his standby. Like, come on. Yeah. Number 15. Full power Goku. Next up is... Take a guess. It's sort of Hope Trunks for me. Where is this little rat? He should be on the later half of the list. Here he is. Sort of Hope Trunks. Right above Goku. Now, do I think this guy has some crazy turns? I would say so. Ooh, I'm spoiling the whole tier list. Oh my gosh, guys, you guys don't have any idea who the best characters in the game are, obviously. At least in my opinion. Where is this damn kid? There he is. Sort of Hope Trunks. If he had guaranteed additionals, I think he could be higher up on the list, but for the simple fact that he doesn't, and then, I don't know, the standby condition is starting from the 5th turn. He's not the best, and he takes a lot of damage in the current events that we have right now. So for that reason, he's at number 14. Next up on the list, you know him, you love him. He just came back to us, our faithful, beloved, STR UI Goku. Now, if I could ever find this character, that would be awesome. Also, this is just a tier list of LRs, by the way. I didn't want to get all these other guys mixed in. That makes it too political for me. I was debating putting the Blue Fusions on the list, but their earlier turns are honestly really weak, so I decided against it. Can I find this damn UI Goku? He's old, but like, he should be on this list. Did they really disrespect the GOAT like that? Well, you're just gonna have to let me know if I'm blind. UI Goku, you're gonna be his placeholder. Yeah, UI Goku. He is really, really strong after his EZA. Like, I'm glad they decided to cook with this guy, honestly. They still made him build up like with 7 hits and stuff, which I thought was a little bit weird, but honestly, he's dodging 99% of the time. And they added extra dodge chance. He still keeps the 7-turn thing, so that's why I don't have him higher on the list, but he is still a very, very strong character, and I'm glad that they cooked with his EZA. So let's get him out of here. Next up on the list is actually a character we literally just saw flash up, the GT Trio. Now, I really like them as a character because they let you kind of control the fight once you get their active skill. And before they get their active skill, they're like really solid defensively. Now, the problem is that you do have to get like additionals for them to have their solid defense to build up their damage reduction. Had it not been for that, they might have still been higher on the list, but the revive is really strong. It gives you a full heal. It does okay damage, like you're not really doing it for damage. And up until they get, like up until you die, they do support massively, so it's a really fun unit, really strong, and they're at number 12 on my list. Next up is a bit of a sad one if you're me. I had a lot of faith in this unit. They were always on my top 10 list, but I can't justify putting them in the top 10 this time. And it is Tech Merge Zamasu. Where is this kid? It was probably Infinite Sanctuary. Yep. Tech Zamasu. He has one of the strongest transformations in the game. One of the best characters in the game, honestly, once he transforms into this. You just can't hurt him and all that. Really good base form, but he does lose a lot of his damage reduction, which I do find ends up getting me killed in most events, but the main problem with this guy is his team. And on one of his best teams, which is Broly's team, you can't even transform him unless you want to lose out on getting Broly. So the fact that you have to fight over domains and stuff really does hurt this guy. And for that reason, he's at number 11 on the tier list. But now, all we have left is the top 10. And starting off the top 10, this might be controversial, honestly. I didn't think about that, but let's just hop into it. Where can I find them? They're an older character. And it's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. And Vegeta. SSBKK, I like to call them. Pretty sure that's what most people call them. Where are they? Here they go. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. They have a really strong EZA. They start off with 170% attack and defense right off rip. I believe they create their own rainbow key spheres. They got a really strong active skill. It does suck that it still lowers defense after the EZA. But I think they have to do like a data download or app update to change that, so I can see why they didn't change that. And honestly, these guys are a bit of a problem. They blitz through events. Like, they are so strong offensively, and after they get their supers off, they are pretty strong defensively too. So for that reason, they make it onto the top 10 at number 10. Next up on our list, number 9, is exactly who you just saw right there, the Broly Trio. Now this might honestly be biased. I can't actually say for sure, because I've been using them a lot. I've been running mainly Broly's team since the anniversary started, and their EZA has really made the team a lot more fun. I'm not seeing them on this list. Anyways, the Broly Trio has been a really fun unit. Where the hell is this character? Broly Trio, really fun. Dodging with 7 orbs, supporting, giving like attack or defense buffs depending on which orbs you get. 7 key spheres gives them the guaranteed dodge and stuff. It's honestly really, really fun. Broly Trio is gonna be Super Saiyan 3 Broly. So if you just skip to the end of this video and you took a look at the tier list, I know, because Broly's actually not this high on the tier list, believe it or not. This guy's dog shit even after his EZA, even on release. Okay? So don't skip the video. I know who you are. Yeah. Broly Trio, really fun unit. Yeah, what else is there to say? I really still like their super attacks. Obviously, the Chi-Like card that we have in the game doesn't have big bad bosses. DBS Broly doesn't have big bad bosses. So Lemmo is obviously the big bad boss, which I love that. You know, it makes sense. Lemmo's a force to be reckoned with. I love all this here. I mean, it's a lot going on, but yeah. They've been really fun to use. And let's hop on to the next character. Next up on our list is a not an EZA this time. For once. We have a character that a couple months ago probably was considered the best in the game, which is STR Future Gohan. Now he's still a really strong character, number 8 on the tier list, but he has fallen off a bit due to most of the events kind of running a bit long. His domain problem isn't really a problem because he's mainly on super type teams, but it is worth noting that he is on Broly's team, and his domain auto activates, which makes it so you can't transform Broly. So that is a bit of an annoyance if you want to run him on Broly's team. But yeah, this guy is really solid. I do find his damage reduction kind of running out during the fights. I think it's 5 turns of the extra damage reduction. I'm not gonna actually read this. Oh, yeah, after 5 turns, he loses his extra 40%. But up until that point, he's kind of invincible, so that's always good. Let's see, is that right? No, that's right. Yeah, he's still a very strong character, really clean animations, one of my favorite releases recently. And yeah, the domain kind of hurts him, losing the damage reduction after 5 times hurts him, so that's why he's number 8 on the tier list. Let's move on to number 7. Now this is going to be real controversial, but I don't care. Everybody needs a little bit of controversy. Blue Gogeta, number 7 on the tier list. A really strong character, really strong kit. Not the best leader skill I've ever seen in my life. Pretty okay in his base form. Really good when he transforms. Has that really good active skill. Has like one of the hardest hitting attacks in the game on top of guaranteed dodge and making all attacks go towards him. So obviously a really strong character, but I just think the characters above him on this list do it better. And I know the Gogeta fanboys are going to come for me for this opinion, but honestly I don't care. Like, get over yourself. This guy's animations aren't that good. His kit's not that good. He's just a solid carnival unit. Yeah. Broly's animation's clear, by the way. But you didn't hear that from me. And, yeah, that's Gogeta. Next up on the tier list is actually the unit we just saw again. I just pulled them up at random, but yeah. It's Bulma. Bulma is out of the top 5 for me. And that's honestly crazy. Where is this young lady? Young lady. Reveal yourself, Bulma. Okay, I cannot find Bulma. I may be blind, but it doesn't matter. If you actually watch the tier list, you'll know that Android 21 is actually Bulma the whole time. Android 21 is clearly Bulma. Why is this tier list like this? I can't tell you. And I am too lazy to switch it, so if you made it this far, you're a real one, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, but Bulma. Bulma has an insane support. I have noticed that Bulma's defense on the recent events have kind of been lacking. Like, she can actually be caught and take damage nowadays. But usually, it's like right when her guard wears off, but her damage reduction is not fully built up. But the support's insane, the orb field change and make every ally super effective, and attack and defense support, key, all that's broken. The 2-turn support is broken, obviously. Her guard and damage reduction is really strong to start a fight. And yeah, a really cool character overall. Next up on our tier list is another one of a controversial one. But it's the Super Saiyan 3 trio. I mean Super Saiyan 1 trio, what? They're a really strong character. I don't have them myself. I didn't summon for them. But they're really strong. They change orbs. They need orbs themselves, so kind of a mixed bag there. They get additionals after a certain amount of orbs and stuff. Just a really strong character. Pretty good defensively. They are not a slot 1 unit, so that does discount them a little bit. But the damage numbers these guys put up, and after they super, the defense they have is really, really strong. But it's kind of like what you see in units nowadays, which is why they're only at number 5. The rest of the characters like above this kind of control the game more than these guys. So yeah, out of here. And next up on the list is actually Orange Piccolo, as you see on your screen. Now, Orange Piccolo has aged incredibly well. as you can expect. This guy can control the fight. He's really strong defensively at the beginning of the game, and then he could transform to orange and just take over the fight from there. So, yeah, I don't, you know what Orange Piccolo does at this point. I don't need to speak much about this guy. Now we're on to the top 3, and funnily enough, all of our top 3 is from this anniversary, starting with my personal favorite. Just as characters, kit-wise, I really like what Dokkan did. The blue and red, purple thing, and then they get extra stuff for getting red orbs, extra stuff for getting blue orbs, extra stuff for getting int orbs. It's a really cute passive. Standby is really strong, pretty easy to activate. They just need to attack like 3 times, I think. Which they get additionals if you get them like 2 or 3 orbs. I also don't have this unit. Yeah, but they're really strong. They're on the best team in the game. I believe they give like 50% support. Yeah, 3 key 50% support, which is really strong. The 3 categories, that's really cool. Yeah, not much to say about the game. It's just a really solid, strong character. Next up on the tier list, we have Broly. Now this Broly that I'm dragging right now is probably the best character in the game. Like this version of Broly, but it sucks that his active skill is a domain, kind of. Like, Dokkan really needs to change how domains and standbys work, in my opinion. Not being able to have multiple active at a time, and revives, not being able to have multiple active at the same time really hurts this Broly. It really hurts his team. On like some of Broly's setups, you want to have like 4 domain characters on the same team, which is like Broly, Future Gohan, the second Broly, and Zamasu. It's a little bit of a weird setup, but that is a team you could run in some of the harder events. And yeah, that does really hurt Broly, but he's a really strong character, really good defensively. Has the best animations in the game, in my opinion. And once you pull out the transformation, there's nothing standing in your way. Like, this guy is just the end of the game. Crazy damage, can't be hurt, does so many additionals. You just put crits on this guy and then it's over. And number 1 on the tier list, to no one's surprise, it's turn 1, frame 1, Beast Gohan. It's pretty obvious. Beast is the best in the game. He takes no damage, deals infinite damage, supports his teams. There's just no weakness in this guy's kit. Turn 1, frame 1, broken, best character in the game. Has the easiest like active skill ever. Just get hit once, and then you're good. And then you make everyone target you, but you're also invincible. Like, and you build up by getting hit. He's just designed perfectly. The only flaw you could kind of say is that maybe his unit super attack is worse than his regular super attack, because I think his unit super attack does like an attack break, and you just want to get hit with this character. I don't know. But he's designed perfectly, can't take damage, supports his whole team, can protect his whole team. Easy conditions, turn 1 beast, really good categories. Like, okay, I'll tell you a secret. These 2 categories aren't the best. Miraculous Awakening, Student Bond, but Superheroes is really good. And, I mean, Beast is on the team, so yeah, best team in the game. This is the tier list. If you're just skipping to the end to see like the end results of the tier list, Broly is actually the Broly trio, and 21 is actually Bulma. They weren't on this tier list for some reason, and I didn't feel like adding them, so yeah. With that being said, this is gonna be Delta Neon out. Hope you enjoyed the tier list. If you disagree with me, make sure to tell me in the comments below. and consider subscribing. Peace.